This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I've got Craig Richards here at the press conference. Last?
Yes, we're here in the building.
Yeah, fantastic to hear that you're going to be in a massive domestic clash. Obviously, you have been in domestic clashes before, but this has a different feel to it with Joshua Buatsi'S.
Yeah, I believe so. You know, like all the other domestic clashes I had after I beat them, the Jake Bulls, the Cans, they never aged well because afterwards they said, they must not have been that good anyway. So I believe the hype he has behind him, once I beat him, I think I'll get credit and I think people will be like, right, the winner of this is going to be the number one light heavyweight in the country. So I believe that I must get credit with this win. It's a big clash, a headliner. Yes, it's exciting.
Greg, I spoke to you off camera a couple of months ago, actually in Shoreditch, and we were discussing, what's next for you. And you had that good ranking in the WBA, but then somehow you dropped a few ratings. I don't know how that happened or what happened there.
Strings.
And I actually said to you, just off camera, what about the Joshua Buatsi'S fight? That makes sense to you. And at the time, he was like, well, why should it? I've had a good ranking in the WBA. Why should I kind of bail Buatsi'S out? So why has this fight happened?
Yeah, so basically how they looked at it is I was like, same thing conversation I had with you when I got it presented. With 258 rang me originally and said, yeah, the fight sounds good. What we're going to put on the line? So when I got approached with it, it was like, what is the meaning for this fight? Is it just another pointless domestic grudge match or is there something on the line? So they're like, look, big money fight, headliner fight, and also it'll be an eliminator for the world title again. So I said, well, if I'm going to get a world title shot again, then now this makes sense. So although it also prepares me for that, it also puts me to say, look, this guy now is the best in the UK and he's ready to push on for the world scene. So it all made sense as an overall package in the end.
But easy to say that. Of course, you could have still gone down the WBA route, gone a little bit longer, but taken, let's say, easier fights and forced yourself in a mandatory position. But you're saying, no, let's just have kind of one semi-final. I'll fight one of the top guys in Britain, one of the top guys in the world, and you're backing yourself to beat him and still get that world title shot.
Well, if you look at it, every single time that I've stepped up, all the bogeymen I've stepped up, like all the guys I've beaten, like all of them just come off good wins. Previously, when I boxed Bivol even, he was the bogeyman, no one wanted to touch him, pound for pound, avoided. I asked Eddie for the fight, come up around short, but I've never been shy away from fighting top opposition. That's never been in my nature. You look at my CV, I've always boxed the best possible guys I can when they're coming off good wins, when they're unbeaten or whatever. So yeah, this isn't nothing unusual for me.
So the WBA route made sense, 258 put that to you. Talking about the money, I know you made some comments to Coogan a while ago with Peter Sims that this has to be 50-50. So I'm guessing that was all sorted.
Yeah, we got all the contracts and everything sorted out, so they was fair with us. We sat down, negotiated well, and yeah, now we're here. So as I said, if I get certain things that I want, I'm happy. Fighting is not the problem ever for me. So it's just making sure now you got to understand your value a bit more. Before I just take fights for anything because I just wanted to prove myself. But I felt like if I'm at this stage and I still haven't proven myself in a domestic clash, then I will never prove myself. And I feel like this fight showed that you have built your worth, and now we're here.
I know a venue hasn't been announced, but do you feel like this is an O2 fight, two South London guys?
I hope so. I'd hope so. Being in South London, it's the only arena we have in South London and probably my favourite arena, so that would be nice. I know I heard it's going to be a London venue, but just like yourselves, I'm waiting to hear myself with my fingers crossed and excited to hear the news.
Of course, your motivation will be very high for this. It's a massive domestic clash. However, there is a nice carrot at the end of this with a potential rematch with Dimitri Bivol for the world title, or a fight with the biggest superstar in the sport in Canelo Alvarez. So, of course, that's not in your mind, but that was important for this fight to take place.
Yeah, of course, because you don't want to just be fighting aimlessly. You have one career, it's not that long. You want to make sure every fight counts and every camp counts. The camps are heavy, they're hard, and the fights are hard. So you want to make sure you're getting rewarded well for them, and you want to make sure there's a future plan for you to keep moving forward in your career.
Did you see JB's post last night? No insects around here?
Yeah, but he forgot that spiders ain't actually an insect, so whoever he paid to write that, he needs a refund. I joke. But yeah, he kind of made a mistake there, but it's all right. JB's cool, so I'll let him off.
Last question, of course. Next time we'll speak will be during fight week and in terms of an interview thing. But Craig, why do you beat Joshua Buatsi'S May 21st? I know we're a while away, but why do you beat Joshua Buatsi'S?
Because I just believe I do everything better than him. He's all his assets, I've got his assets plus more, and I just believe that my experience, everything. I've been here before, and I'll show May 21st why I'm going to be the winner.
Did you see things that you can exploit in the Kalic fight and the Bolotniks fight?
Well, yeah, I always see things I can exploit in fighters, but yeah, definitely in those fights, I definitely see things I can exploit. And I know he'll be trying to tidy things up in the gym, changing his style, working with Virgil. But I believe a fighter's a fighter. Buatsi'S likes to fight. I know he's trying to do this boxing thing now, but he's a fighter. He likes to fight. So yeah, it is what it is. I'll be prepared May 21st, and I'm sure he'll be trying to prepare hard too.
Craig Richards, best of luck in camp with Peter Sims, and I'm sure we'll speak on Fight Week. All right, go well.
Good seeing you, bro.